back with another unboxing video. Once again, I'm dressed strictly for the occasion. So that's everything I managed to pick up during the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order window. Now, nothing can't match buying Nintendo products directly from Nintendo headquarters, as us fans will always get an exclusive cardboard box with some fascinating artwork printed inside. Now that's what I call next level packaging, that's for sure. And as for us gamers, if we can't enjoy a console launch, I suggest giving up the hobby entirely, because that will obviously show that the fire in your heart is out for the sport. Looks like Nintendo has summoned the Switch 2 red shiny box to my humble abode. Now, this is the Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle. Now, we'll be selling the digital code for cheap. Actually, let me rephrase that. I've already sold it for cheap. £50 was a super bargain, so that digital lover got an amazing deal off me. Now, I've already got the physical copy, so it was totally useless to me. So this is the front, and this is the back, and this is where all of the goodies will be housed. So once out of the sleeve, we will find the original box, which is basically the same artwork printed on the sleeve, but this is going to be the actual Nintendo Switch 2 box, and it will look like so. Find the logos, Nintendo legendary logo at the top, along with Switch 2 logos on the front and also on the back. So this is the proper Nintendo Switch 2 box. So placed neat and tidy, inside you'll find the infamous inserts, which you will have the tablet here. I'm going to show you this location first. And find in this compartment the system manuals, which looks like so. The colourful Joy-Con 2 straps, and it's kind of got some improvements there, and the 4K HDMI cable. And then last but not least, you see the silly little code in the box to play Mario Kart World, which I no longer need. And then you will have how to redeem your code, some leaflet there. That's everything you would get in that part of the box. So if we move into the bottom half of the insert, you'll find the standard controller grips, and it will look like so. The standard Joy-Con 2 controller grips. As you see, we've got the two-tone colours representing the 9th gen, and then also you will just get a power brick AC adapter along with the charging cable, and that's what it will look like. Different look compared to what we used to with the Switch 1. So here it is, guys, the Nintendo Switch 2 tablet with a enlarged 7.9 inches 1080p screen, and it's 1080p in handheld mode. And here's the back. Supports HDR portable and docked. No VRR docked, unfortunately, but it is baked into the handheld itself. And as I just stand it up like that, got the plastic to go with it, don't forget, just in case for future reference. Here is the Nintendo Switch 2 in all of its glory. Now this baby can do 4K in TV mode. Also, the Switch 2 is capable of 120 whopping frames per second for dedicated games if they support them. But more likely 60 frames per second will be the standard procedure for this machine. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of where all the ports are and buttons and all that good stuff. Right, this time we've got a USB-C port at the top, and also we have one at the bottom, which will come in handy for many reasons. On this side we have the power button, we have the volume rocker, I think this is the built-in mic, and then we got the headphone jack. And this time we have a more sturdy, reliable stand, which is very flexible. It can be placed in many positions. It can go extremely low or flat, or if desired, it can stand up to the highest level like that. At the bottom you will find the SD card slot. Now it does come built in with a whopping 256 gigabyte of internal memory. Now you know I'm only joking, right? The minimum is really 512. That's what it should have been, but ideally I would prefer if it had a 1 terabyte. That would have really just hit that sweet spot. So here are the new Joy-Con 2, which has increased in size and definitely feels more premium when in the hand. And this time, as you can see, we have a magnetic connector which should feel more firm and solid and satisfying when attached to the system. For example, let's try it out right now. Oh yeah, clips in seamlessly. There you go. That's how it looks when attached to your Nintendo Switch 2. And to detach it, we got buttons here, right there. So you just clip in the buttons and it just comes out with ease, just like that. Look at that. And it clips in and it feels much more solid and a firm and very, very, very stable compared to the original Switches. So take one glance again of what it looks like when the Joy-Cons are actually attached. So these are the Joy-Cons too. So not really much has changed with the buttons on the pad. I think they're really the same size, but we do have bigger shoulder buttons and bumper buttons there. And then we've also got a larger controller sticks, which will apply comfort in the palm of your hands and your thumbs. And I don't think they're mechanical switches for the Switch. No, nah, not really. They won't go that far. But yeah, it's still more comfortable than the original Switch, that's for sure. Now, once your device detects these Joy-Con 2s in this position, mouse mode will be automatically activated. No need for headache mapping or configuration menus. You will be good to go once it detects your Joy-Con 2s in this position. Now, Nintendo has introduced a C button here, and what that does, it brings up a menu screen which enables you to begin chatting to your friends in your game sessions. And also, like I showed you, it does come with the traditional Joy-Con 2 straps, which are inside the box, which I've already showed you. So yeah guys, mouse mode is pretty easy to apply. So next, fresh out the box, will be the new and improved TV dock, which will turn your device into a 4K console mega machine with the compatible games that will support 4K. It will definitely display it if you've got the right equipment for it. So here it is guys, the new dock, and it does come built in with a cooler. If I flick this off, yeah, I think it's in this section. is where the built-in fan will be to prevent any overheating issues. And then just like before, you have the AC adapter port, the HDMI port, and the Ethernet cable port. And on this side will be the two USB ports. Now they must be 3.0 or 1, but I'm not 100% sure in that department. But you never know. Nintendo might surprise you. So this time we got a rounded structure to the TV dock, and it does feel ultra slim compared to the rest. If you check the design of the OG Switch, it has changed considerably. Not much really to the OLED, but yeah, there is a big difference as well to the OLED. Realistically, the OLED is still more of a square design. Like here, it's just rounded at the front. Here's squared off everywhere, and here is rounded off everywhere. Yeah, so there's the difference there, guys, with the docks compared to the OG, the OLED, and this is the Nintendo Switch 2, obviously. And this is what it looks like when your actual device is placed inside of the dock, and there it is. Not too stable, bit like the ones that have been before, but I think it's more protection of the screen this time. So they've definitely made improvements there. So there it is, guys, the Nintendo Switch 2 TV dock. So these are all the accessories that I managed to pick up so far on day one. I'm still waiting on my carrier case, it just didn't turn up today. But I did get a all-in-one carrier case, which is perfect for the traveling gamers, and this will definitely accompany me on my trips away from my TV dock when I'm gone for a significant amount of time. Just check out the box my Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one travel case came in. This literally carries the whole shebang. You can bring your dock, you can bring your controller, your Pro controller, and obviously the Nintendo Switch 2 handheld itself. And I think even more than that, carry your cables, as you see there, and also a plethora of cartridges. So we have the all-in-one case. This is essential. This little black and white beauty, and that is the next level Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller, which will elevate your gaming experience above and beyond. Now, you can play with the Switch 1 Pro controllers on the Nintendo Switch 2. They are compatible, but certain features will obviously be missing, such as that chat button. So, for a true console immersive feeling, I highly recommend this gem. And also, unlike Microsoft and Sony, you will have the USB-C charging cable packed inside the box. So a must have. And this is essential. A micro SD express card is mandatory for the system, since Nintendo was stingy with their eternal storage. 256 GB won't go very far in this modern day of gaming, especially if they decided to port the Black Ops 6 version of the game onto the platform. You'll be in big trouble for space, I can tell you that much. So extra memory is compulsory for the Nintendo Switch 2. Then I got the Nintendo Switch 2 USB camera with a video capture of 1080p. Just had to pick it up for the collection. Will I ever use it? Only God knows. But I will try it one day. And it also looks pretty stylish on your desktop anyway, that's for sure. So I got the USB camera 1080p. Now this was strictly for collecting purposes only. The Piranha camera. Now I must say, if you do travel a lot and you like your camera feature, this will be ideal for you because you can't really go carrying around this because it's kind of shaped pretty weird and awkward. Yeah, this would be a good pick of the pack. But I must warn you, I think the resolution is really low of 480p, which is an absolute joke in 2025. But let's hope you can actually get an update to this. You can hook it up to a computer and they'll update the picture quality. So yeah, this was for my collection really. And take a good look, boys and girls, one last time, must be express version of the micro SD or it just would not work in your system. Now I did get the Mario wheel accessory, another item which will get minimum use, but just wanted it in my Nintendo Switch 2 collection. Now I did get the Wii steering wheel, but I never got the Wii U and a Switch. I passed on them ones, but I said to myself, not this time. But here it is, the Joy-Con 2 Mario steering wheel. And lastly, I got the Nintendo Switch 2 GameCube controller, which is wireless with rumble support. 100%, this is a collectible item unless I get another one down the line. But I think I will keep this sealed as a showpiece. Now to get one of these you will need a Switch Online membership. You know Ningredo always find a way to gain more money out of the customers, and yeah, you know they never miss a trick in that area. So here is all the software that I got for my Nintendo Switch 2 right out the gate. Although I got the Mario Kart World bundle, I had to get the physical copy, especially games developed and published by Nintendo. So here is Mario Kart World. It's here in the collection, day one. The cover art looks absolutely remarkable. The attention to detail on each character is striking and terrific. Let's check out the illustrations inside of the box. This is definitely getting opened. So many people think I never open my games. I'm opening it live on camera for all to see. So let's check out the inbox illustrations if there is some. Yeah, there is some cover art images. You see there, that's the other side of the cover art. So you have something intriguing to look at every time you open the box. And yeah, these are what the Switch 2 cartridges look like. Pretty much the same size. I thought it'd be larger. Feels like the same size to me. So yeah, we have a Mario Kart World. Now I had to get the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I can't wait to jump into the Hyrule universe once again with higher resolution, HDR support and a much improved frame rate. So as we check out the artwork on both the outside and inside, nothing really to write home about, but at least they've printed on either side of the paperwork, which is always a nice touch to add to any game box. And here is the cartridge, completely different to the original one, I suppose. But if you do have a version of the original on the Nintendo Switch, you can always upgrade it digitally for a much affordable price. Now I do have a sealed copy because I've got this digitally, and yeah, it's just really to go in my collector's edition. But you don't really have to go out and waste your money and get the Nintendo Switch version. You can always upgrade. Now I strictly got this Game Key empty cartridge to run my own tests only and to have at least one in my collection, because you can bet your bottom dollar I won't be buying another one of these blank useless chips anytime soon. So here is Square Enix 3DS Classic Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remastered in all of its glory. Let's take a look at that. Now I'm gonna crack the seal because I do want to actually play this. So have we got any sketches inside? Yes we do. So you have a reversible cover, it looks like. No, it don't. But we do have artwork on both sides of the cover art. That's what it looks like. Always nice to have. And yeah, we do have artwork on the Game Key cartridge, which really they should have just left blank to represent what's inside. Yeah, you have artwork on the cartridge, but obviously the Game Key is absolutely data free. So these are my official games that I've actually got for the system so far. Now after the video I'm going to download the Nintendo Switch 2 version for these 3 games that I've got. Now first one I'm going to do is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm going to grab the update. I think I've got to pay for this one, but Super Mario Odyssey is a free update which will enhance, I'm not too sure if it does 4K. I think it does 4K, so it would enhance it to 4K. And also ARMS is a free update. And then I'm gonna have to surrender and let Nintendo rob me, because I'm going to install the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour to get a deeper look at the Nintendo Switch 2 capabilities. So yeah, that's about it. So there it is. This is everything I picked up during the pre-order launch window. Still got a few extra items on the way, but this is what I got day one. As long as I got the console, that's all that matters. Okay guys, if you like the video, give me the thumbs up. Even better, subscribe. Till next time, see ya. I got all my switches with me. We are family. I got all my switches with me.